Gary, Marion, Brian, Vera, Michael, Amanda, Glyn, Jane are all here to play Larry Grayson's Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the Generation Game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play, so
shut that door. Thank you. And welcome to another 55 minutes of fun, fast and furious. We've got a lot of surprises for you, a lot of lovely people to meet, and a lot of very funny and interesting games. And so we're going to get right on with it, and I'd like to meet my best girlfriend, Isla St Clair. You look just like you stepped off a Christmas tree.
Well, we've got to go for that.
You look...
You know, I've something to tell you. You know that last week we had all that kind of kerfuffle with the door over here in the corner.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And folk have been coming up to me and saying, okay, what didn't really, you made it happen. Well, it was absolutely true. I don't believe it, no.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
I've done it. You won't have any trouble. You could open the door, shut the door. Don't worry. No, it's all right. I've done it. Don't worry. Yeah.
Arthur English, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness me. I'll kill you. I'll murder you all. It's dreadful what they do to me. I really didn't... It's terrible. I'm terrified. I'll hang on. Isla, could you tell us about our first contestants who are here tonight to play our Generation Game?
From Merseyside, mother and son Marion Coffey and Gary Lipton.
Hello, Marion.
Hello, Larry.
How nice you look.
Thank you.
Having a nice day with us.
Fantastic, yes.
Now, you are Marion Coffey. Oh, coffee. From Brazil. And let me see, Marion. Now, that's... before that, your name used to be Lipton.
Yes.
Is that right? Your mother... Pardon?
TP.
Yeah, TP. Yeah, of course. I never knew that. Oh, hello. And... Don't start. Now, don't start. We're only just beginning the thing. Now, don't start. And your mother's maiden name was E. Worthington. Other members of your family are McKays and Stouts.
Yes.
And you work, wait for it, you work in a brewery.
Plenty of drinks.
Yeah, well, the drinks are on you, Marion. And you love organising rummage sales, and once you had to stop two women fighting over a coat for 20 pence.
Yes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, because people do, because actually I went to a bring and buy sale not so very long ago in a place called Bedworth, not far from where I live. And Slack Alice had a terrible time with... she did. She had a dreadful fight with the vicar over a blouse. She was wearing it at the time, and... what to do? Now, have you got your car?
Yes.
Good. Don't be nervous, because I am, and that's enough for the three of us. Now, this is your son, Marion, Gary, who is married to Jill, and you have a baby boy.
That's right.
How old is he, Gary?
14 weeks.
14 weeks. Is it your first?
Yes.
Oh, you must be very thrilled about that.
I do. Yeah.
Yes, I know, I was. And... it said here, you met your wife, Jill, in a disco where you used to be a disc jockey. Yeah. And you were known as Mouth Almighty. Now, why was that, Gary?
Well, I used to do more talking than playing records.
You did?
But it certainly runs in the family.
Oh, yeah, no, I've noticed. Yes, far be it from me to say, but I thought so at the time, you know. It's very nice to meet you both. You seem to be a charming mother and son. It's lovely to have you on the show. So would you like to go and sit over there now and... Alec, can you meet our next contestants who are going to play our generation game?
In the West Midlands, mother-in-law and son-in-law, Vera Jeffrey and Brian Foreman.
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you.
Good, I'm so glad. Now, you are Vera Jeffrey, and you're a deputy warden for some senior citizens in Bramcote in Nottinghamshire. Yes. And, you're likely to end up tonight in knots. Well, I just thought... Sidney, your husband... when you were courting, he used to see you off on the in the Nottingham bus station when you went to Retford. Retford, is that a place?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was his rival, Robert. Once when you came to London for the day, you were both searching round for something to eat. You saw a huge sign saying chips with everything, and after trying to get across Piccadilly for 15 minutes, you found it was the title of a play. Well, you know, many years ago, I came to London and I wanted to see a play called I Killed the Count. And I couldn't find out which theatre it was at. I'd forgotten. And I went up to a policeman who looked very friendly, and I went up and I said to him, excuse me, I said, I killed the Count. And I was in handcuffs in 5 minutes after that. Now we come to you. This is your son-in-law, isn't it? And your name is Brian Foreman.
That's right.
And you come from Kinver, Stourbridge.
Right.
Which is not very far from where I live. And you are a building society branch manager married to Vera's daughter, Wendy. You met Wendy when you both worked in a bakery and found you needed each other. Actually, you won her over on a promise of a trip to America, which you still haven't kept. And that could break her heart. Well, of course, you see, many years ago, Everard said to me, we'll go to America, and I was all for it. Until I got in the boat and he handed me the oars. And it said here, you now work in Dudley and you can't wait to get home to watch Nationwide because you have a passion for Sue Lawley. Well, I'm not surprised that Nationwide doesn't know about you, your birthday, because I think you're 32, aren't you?
That's right, yesterday.
You were 32 yesterday. Well, surprise, Sue Lawley. Now, is that lovely, you see? Because you always want to meet Sue. Oh. How do you feel?
Oh, terrifying.
He's not looking at her.
He's not looking at her. Look at her. Now she's here. Sue Lawley, thank you for coming in so much.
Not at all.
Bless you. Give me a kiss. Bless you.
Thank you very much. I'll keep this for you.
Sue Lawley, ladies and gentlemen. I believe you're blushing under all that, aren't you? She's a lovely lady, Sue, and she's wonderful on Nationwide. And so, Isla, could you now tell us about our first game?
Many years ago, the Generation Game had the world champion Valenciador on the show. And they had such a lot of fun with that game that we've decided to bring it back, this time with a new world champion, and his name is Jose Morales. Now, there's a wee problem because Jose doesn't actually speak any English. So he is going to demonstrate the sherry pouring, but we have another sherry expert and interpreter, Mr. Geoffrey Fredericks.
Hello, Geoffrey.
Hello.
Nice to have you. Okay. Away you go, Jose, and let us see how you fill the sherry glasses. Okay, off you go. That's it. Now, what's he doing now, Geoffrey?
Well, he's using a Venencia.
Yeah.
And he's known as a Venenciador.
Uh-huh.
And it's used to, each butt is classified, and they use this thing to classify the butts.
I see. And tell me, why does he have to hold the thing about that?
Well, it passes through the air. And as it does so, you can smell the bouquet better once you've done that.
Because actually, Jose stands like a bullfighter while he's doing that. I mean, you know how he stands. I mean, he could have that cape, couldn't he? I mean,
A bit like a matador.
Yes, a matador.
Oh, shut that door.
Shut that door, yes. OK, that's fine. Thank you, Jose. Thank you very much. Very nice to meet you. Jose Morales. Goodbye.
Thank you, Larry.
OK, and now we're going to do some marking now, so perhaps you come back and do some marking. OK, over you go. Now, would you come over here, all of you? Just come over here. Now, you go straight along there, right to the end there. Right to the end, the four of you. You collect 5 glasses. OK, now you come round here, round there, like that, and you've got 20 seconds, and it starts now to fill as many glasses as you can. OK, where you go? Swing it up, put it up, Marion. So that's it. Oh, excellent. Now, you've got to lift it right up, flick it, like he did. Right up. No, Marion, right up. You have to hold it up the same. That's fine, come on. Swing it up. Flick it, Marion. If you flick it right up, that's wonderful. Oh. OK, right, off you go. All right, here we are. 20 seconds starts now. Off you go. Quickly. Now flick it up. That's it. That's it, Gary. That's very good. That's the way you... The hole's there. Now that's it, lovely. I think Orson Welles is in the cellar. That's it, right up. Right up. That's it. You do best if you flick it. That's it. That's what I keep telling him, Marion. He won't flick. That's it. Off you go. 5. That's all right. Off you go. Over there. Hold it, darling. All right, sweetheart. That's how, sweetheart. There you go. 20 seconds. It starts now. All right, up you get. Flick it up. Whee! Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Right. In you go. Right up. Then you have to flick it. If you flick it up, it's easier. That's it. We ain't got a barrel of money. Up you go. You have to flick it up, sweetheart. Get as far as you can. That's it. Right, all right. There you go. Come on, Gary. It's okay, it's Brian. All right, Brian. Flick it up now. Up you go. Yeah, up you go. Flick it right. Oh. That's it. In you go. Up. Very good. Whee! Good. Go on, Brian. There we are. Now, come on, Jose, you come here. All right, now watch me lips. Now, first of all, how many for Marion?
3 puntos.
What?
3.
Show them.
3.
3, yes. 3. And for Gary?
4.
4. 4 for Gary. And for Vera?
3 puntos.
And for Brian?
Y 3.
What?
3 puntos.
3 puntos. I must go to Spain very soon. Jose Morales, thank you very much indeed. Wonderful. 5. And Isla, could you tell us the scores on the doors?
The names in the frames, Marion and Gary with 7 points, Vera and Brian with 6 points.
And now, Isla, could you tell us about our next game?
Now, would you know what this is? Well, in fact, it's a toothbrush. To be exact, it's a photo blow-up of this part of the toothbrush. And that's our second game. On the boards are 6 photo blow-ups of well-known household objects that we want you to identify. And you have the usual 30 seconds, and they start right now.
All right. All right, Isla. Now then, what have we for number one?
We have a felt tip pen.
You have a felt tip pen. Well, I'm afraid we have a brush, right? And it is a felt tip pen. What have you... What have you for number two, Isla?
Vera and Brian have put a hammer.
A hammer? Well, we have false teeth. But it is a hammer. And it's there, you see. That's what was shown, you see, Marion. And what have you for number three, Isla?
We have crisp bread.
We've got a cracker. We've got a cracker. You've got crisp bread.
Yes.
Well, it's a biscuit. One each for that because it is, as you can, it's a biscuit. So we'll give you one each. Right. And for number three, what have you number three?
No, for number four.
Number four.
It's amazing. I would never have been able to tell. Typewriter.
And we also have a typewriter, and it is a typewriter because it's there, look. It is there. All right? And for number five, Isla.
Number five, straws.
Well, we have spaghetti, and it is straws. And for number six, Isla, you have
a telephone.
A telephone. We have a kettle, but it is a telephone, and it's that part. Right? Okay. Right. Now you come, and so Isla, could you now tell us the scores on the doors?
Marion and Gary have 10 points, and Vera and Brian 17 points.
So...
Sorry to lose you, but of course you do take away...
So you have to go. We're very sorry to see you go. Thank you, Marion, for being...
Thanks for being on.
Lovely.
Smash.
Bye, Gary. Bye. We always hate that part, you know, when they have to go so early, but that's the way the game is, and that's the game we have to play. So, can we now meet our next contestants who are going to play our generation game?
From Wiltshire, father and daughter, Michael and Amanda Saville.
Did you ever see the film The Valley of the Giants? Well, welcome up there.
Thank you.
Michael. And you are Michael Saville, and you're a teacher at a large comprehensive school in Bath. You spent your honeymoon in romantic Zanzibar. Oh, our jungle love. I remember it very well. Ray Milland and Dorothy Lamour. I saw it in Coventry, I remember very well, and I shall never forget this fight with this mongoose and this adder. And that was in the seat next to me, and that's another story. And it's nice to have you on the programme, Michael. Now, you're Amanda, who is 19 and a farmer.
Yes.
Now, Amanda, I've never seen anyone less like a farmer in all my life.
I got all the dung at the door.
Did you? I'm glad. You're not a bit like Dan Archer. And it says you have a passion for ostrich feathers.
Oh, yes.
You love them.
They do something for me, they really do.
I must introduce you to Dorothy Squires. She'll murder me. And I love you, Dorothy, if you're looking in. And it said here, you love the TV series All Creatures Great and Small,
yes.
Especially Tristan, who you'd love to come and look after all your animals.
Would be rather nice.
You would?
Yes, very much.
Well, now, I'm sure that Tristan, you know, who's
yes.
Peter Davison,
yes.
would love to be here, but I'm afraid he can't be, because they're all down in Pebble Mill in Birmingham, where they are now recording a new series for All Creatures Great and Small.
Good.
But through the hard work of our technicians, who've done a great job, we are going over now, like we did with Vince Hill the other week on radio, we're going over live on television to Pebble Mill in Birmingham, where they are rehearsing an episode right now. So, there they are.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Hello. Hello, Christopher and Robert. Can you hear me?
Hello, Larry.
I caught the three of you at it.
Thank goodness you stopped it.
Oh, well, all right, Robert. Now, first of all, I must talk to Peter, first of all, because Peter, there's a lady, a lovely girl beside me who is absolutely mad about you, and when we just mentioned you, she thought you were going to walk through the door, but I explained...
It'll take me 1.5 hours to get there.
No, so, will you just say hello to him? Say hello to Amanda, Peter.
Hello, Amanda.
Hello, I don't know what to say to you.
Well, it was the same when we first met, wasn't it, Peter?
Will you come and have a look at my horse? He's ever so nice.
Any time, just give me the address.
Right, later.
Robert, we'd like to say, and I nice to talk to you too. I did meet you once on a lift a long time ago.
Yes.
Remember?
We both escaped unscathed.
That's right, we did. And to my pal Chris, who's sitting there beside you. How are you, Chris?
I'm fine, Larry.
You're fine?
Hello, Isla.
Good.
Hello, Isla.
It's so nice to Chris.
Sorry, yes, Larry.
You're talking to Larry, not Isla.
Sorry. Larry?
I'll murder you in the canteen on Monday. Anyway, lovely to talk to you. And when are you coming back, the three of you? When are you coming back?
January.
Well, thank you very much for taking part in the Generation Game. And from all of us here in the studios at Shepherd's Bush, bless you, love you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wasn't that lovely? That's a thrill for you, isn't it?
Marvellous.
OK, there you are, sweetheart. Now, we should both go over there and sit and make yourselves comfortable. And, it worked. And so now we'd like to meet our last contestants who are here to play our Generation Game.
From West Glamorgan, father and daughter Glyn and Jane John.
Hello. So nice to meet you. Are you all right? You stand right there. Good. Now, you are Glyn John, and you live in a village in the Welsh Valleys, and Welsh is your natural and daily tongue. You were brought up on a farm, and your first job was looking after pigs. Yes, is that right? Yes, that's right. Yeah. Well, I saw Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm 4 times. I would have seen a 5, but her father put his foot in. And you now work in a garage as a transport foreman. And one cold winter's morning, a gentleman brought his car for a check, and when you lifted the bonnet, something flew past you, and it turned out to be a pussycat.
That's right, yes, my cat.
Well, I've heard of a tiger in a tank, but never a moggy in a motor. So there you are. Now let's have a look at you. Hello, darling. Are you all right?
Yes, thanks.
How nice you look. It's a nice locket.
Thank you.
Have you got a picture in there?
No.
Haven't you?
No.
Haven't you got a boyfriend?
Yes.
Well, why isn't his picture in there, then?
Too big.
You see, they don't care anymore, like I did. Anyway, I got a lovely one in there of Raymond Navarro. Anyway, that'll be cut out. This is your daughter, Jane, Glyn, and you are a teacher in a primary school where the main subjects are Welsh and music. Well, they go together beautifully, don't they? And you have a high soprano voice and can reach top C with a bit of luck. So can I. And it said you've been in Eisteddfod since you were 8. Yeah. Well, that's nice, because I've got a friend that's been in Debenham since he was 17. Well, there you are. Isla, could you now tell us about our next game?
Isn't this an absolutely amazingly beautiful doll? It's a wax doll, a Queen Victoria doll, and it was made in the year 1838. You know, Larry, it reminds me of someone. Does it remind you of anyone, this doll? Larry, I was thinking, this doll, it reminds me of someone. Does it remind you of anyone?
Yeah, well, it reminds me of Anna Neagle in 60 Glorious Years.
Does it?
Yes.
I think you're right.
Oh, dear.
Lovely to see you.
I I don't think I've ever had such a surprise. I've been talking about you all day.
You're talking about your
Well, you see, actually, Annie, you see, when we were talking about, we saw the doll, and they said, who does it look like? I said, well, it was like Anne and Eagle in 60 Glorious Years, you see. And I said to my producer, why can't we get Anna on the programme? Because she wrote me a letter just a couple of weeks ago.
Did?
So they said to me...
You got it?
Yes, of course I did.
Good,
Yeah. So they said to me, well, we're going to get her one of these days, you see. I said, you keep saying that all the time. Oh. And I said, you'll never get her here. And I didn't know. I know.
I didn't know until today.
Really?
No,
no. It's so nice to see you. And lots of luck in My Fair Lady at the Adelphi.
Yes, that's
and you're looking better than ever.
Oh, no.
You do.
Goodbye. Wonderful.
Very Anne and Eagle, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know.
Breath back, I'll be fine.
Oh, no, it was super. It really was. It was a great surprise for him, I can tell you. We're going to guess the date that various toys were made. And we've got another smashing lady who owns all the various toys we're going to show you. And her name is Betty Cadbury.
Hello, Betty. Absolutely wonderful. It's the biggest surprise of my life. I never dreamed. And it's lovely to have you on the programme, Betty,
God,
again.
I'm glad
it's always nice. Now, and you bring such delightful things along. Now, could you tell us about this?
This is a hand-cranked cat band. And, Larry, if you turn that little handle fairly sharply, you'll see what it'll do.
Oh, my goodness.
It meows.
That's so lovely, isn't it? Look at it all work.
Yes.
Well, that really is delightful. What date do you think this?
Well, Glyn and Jane have decided on 1780.
1780?
Yes.
And Michael and Amanda?
Victorian, 1850.
1850, and it is, Betty?
1900.
It's 1900. So
in fact,
to you,
you're closer.
you're the nearest, that's fine.
2 points.
Now, what about this?
This is a very elegant, another automata, playing the piano, and we can set it off and see him work.
It looks like Leslie Howard in Berkeley Square.
Doesn't it?
You think that,
I'd say 18th century, about 1780.
1780. And...
Glyn and Jane have 1900.
1900. And it is, Betty?
1968.
Right, so we're close.
1968?
Yes, 1968.
Goodness gracious me. Now, what about these?
This is a pull-along toy.
Yeah.
And it's 3 musicians. The first one is playing the bells, the second one playing the violin, and the third one the drum. And you had it on the carpet, and as you pushed it to and fro, the musicians performed.
I see.
We have 1830.
1830, Michael and Amanda?
1910.
1910.
1870.
We're both 40 years out, so we'll have 2 points each for
That's
that.
2
yes?
points each, that's fine. All right, Betty. Now, what about this little chap here that's... what's he
Well,
doing?
this is a very simple toy, and because it's so simple and works so well and wouldn't have cost much, I thought you'd like to see it.
Oh, dear. It's almost like jogging, isn't it? Amanda and Michael?
About 1925.
1925. Isla?
We have 1750.
1750, Betty?
1910.
1910. So you're the nearest, Michael and Amanda. And now, this looks like Lionel Barrymore in The Devil Doll. So now, tell us about it, Betty.
It's an automaton figure, and I think a lovely grand doing the knitting.
Oh, yes.
And that grows, you know, as you watch it.
The sock, it's a sock, isn't it?
It's for you.
It's for me, and she'll eventually finish it.
I'm sure she will.
You'll send it to me, of course.
We've got 1880, yes?
1880?
Remark the date, yes. 1880.
And we said 1885.
And it is, Betty?
1890.
1890. So, Amanda and Michael, you're the nearest, of course. All right? And you have something, I think... Actually, we've had a great lot of fun all day with this dear little thing down here. And it's a rabbit, and it's in a lettuce leaf thing, you see. And look. Look. Isn't he beautiful? Now, watch, he'll go in a minute. Wait a minute, you watch him. Look. And his little eyes light up. That's... Oh! That's really lovely. Betty, you always bring such delightful things along, and it's always a great pleasure to see you. Thank you for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Betty Cadbury. Thank you. And Isla, could you tell us now the scores on the doors?
The names in the frames, Michael and Amanda with 8 points, and Glyn and Jane with 4 points.
And perhaps you'd now tell us about our fourth game, Isla.
Maybe you know, but I love animals very much indeed. And there is something else I enjoy, and that's food. So I think I've got the best of both worlds here with these meringue animals. In fact, it's really a meringue menagerie with all the different kinds of animals. And we've got a lady with us tonight who's made all of these and is going to show us how to make a meringue donkey. Welcome, please, Jean Greaves.
Nice to see you too. And now you're going to make us a meringue donkey.
That's right.
Okay,
Larry.
away you go.
Now, we need plenty of royal icing, just on 1/2 of
One
this.
half, yeah.
Then we pick this up and place it on there. Dip the feet into chocolate, shake off the surplus, and put it on to the marzipan disc. Then we take a little marzipan, and we're going to make him a nice saddle. We roll out the marzipan, get it out fairly thin, and then with the cutter, we cut this out, and that we will place over the donkey. Then we take a little white royal icing, and we pipe his eyes. Now get these nice and bold, really nice and bold on the donkey. And while we've got the white royal icing, we're going to do him a nice, fluffy
You should be doing this, Amanda, because you're very fond of horses. You're halfway there.
Then, with a chocolate bag, we're going to, in fact, put a little chocolate onto his eyes. And this will make his eyes, give him some nice expression with his eyes. Then, for his bridle, with blue royal icing, we rope round there and drop down the reins.
All right, Jane.
Come right round here.
You'll do it, you'll be fine.
And then drop down the reins there. And just to complete, Larry, we need a little marzipan nose, which we will stick on with the royal icing. And there his nose will stay.
And there it is. All right, Jean, that's great. So, Jean, you come up with some marking. Right, you go over there. All right, there you are. Now, just put your aprons on. Put your aprons on. Now, they're very delicate because... so do be careful, and it's 1 minute 30 seconds, and it starts now. I saw the firefly 11 times. Seconds. I always like Jeanette MacDonald. I like her in Sweethearts as well. Now, look here, this is not Vesuvius. This started out to be a donkey, but something's gone wrong. Now... I
know where to start.
But, Jean, you're not alone. It looks like a massacre. How many, Jean? What can you say?
What can I say?
I know, but say something.
Out of 3 shapes. I think 2 out of 6, Larry. What do you think?
Oh, well, if you say so. I mean, you know what to do. We're 2 out of 6. Now, now look here.
Oh, that's
now, let me just try and move him a little bit. Now.
She's stepping to a table.
Can we have that? Now, so how many Sue for that?
I would think we'll give her 5.
Oh, we'll have to. Well, now, look. Now, this is not half bad, you know.
No, because
I
they're
can't move them round because, you know, because...
They're stuck to the table.
Yeah, but it's very good, though. It's
yes,
very good.
It's very nice, and I think we'll
Jane.
give her 4 out of 6.
Yeah, yes. Well, I think so. And, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, it looks like Don Quixote's donkey.
I thought it was saying his prayers.
Well, it moves. Don't mind, it moves. I can do it. It moves. Oh, it moves, look.
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yes, yes.
What do you think?
I think 3 out of 6.
You think 3?
Yes, I do.
All right. Gee, a delightful game, and I mean, I thought they came out better than I thought they would.
Yes, they did.
And thank you for being here.
Thank you very
Nice to
much for
meet
having
you.
me.
Okay, Jean
Thank
Greaves,
you.
ladies and gentlemen. And could you take your aprons off and just throw them down? And I could tell you about the scores on the doors.
Michael and Amanda have 15 points, Glyn and Jane 11 points.
So, Glyn and Jane, once again, we have
sorry to lose you. But
Sorry
of
to
course,
lose you.
We'll take back to Pontardawe.
Legend
See you
for
later.
Glyn and Jane. Ta-ra, off you go. And now, Isla, could you tell us now about our final game?
On the Generation Game, we've had various teams from the British Army, Air Force and Navy. And tonight, we're delighted to have with us a team from the American Services. Ladies and gentlemen, a marching display from the men and women of the air base at Chicksands.
On his side step, come. Over, come. To the rip, come. To the rip, come. To the wind, come. To the rip.
Your Chief Master Sergeant, I shan't be able to say it, I know. You say it for me.
Stats.
Stats, that's right.
That's
It's
correct.
most unusual. I've had difficulty with this all day, but anyway, I've said it now. And it's nice to have you with us and the boys. Now, it's most unusual for us to see boys and girls doing the marching like this, because over here, you know, we have just the boys, but having girls doing it as well. Do you do this sort of thing, do you?
Oh, certainly. Their basic training is for both men and women.
Yeah, and they do it so well. And Richard here, you know, Richard, he seems like a nice boy. He seems to... I was with him in Showboat. And, anyway, now, would you go over there and do some marking for us.
Certainly.
Because we're going to get the contestants to do it, so just hang on and watch. Chief Master Sergeant...
Choose a door. Time to choose a door. Now, whoever gets the long door, of course, has the choice of going first or second. So choose a door, ladies. There we are. In fact, you've got the choice now. What would you like
do you want to go first or second?
Go first.
You want to go first?
Okay.
Well, of course, you know the story is, now here we go again. You know, the other two are going to my room, and so... So don't move, don't anybody move. So we'll just see who's in my room this week.
Hold that, will you? Okay. Hold it, I told you I've done it.
Yeah, I've noticed you've done it.
It's quite straightforward. Look. See?
Oh, I see.
It's all right. I told you, no problem.
Arthur, have this then.
Oh, don't you want them?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, all right.
All right, thank you.
Well, we'll try again. Well, here we go. Here we go again.
AC2 Grayson?
Yes?
I understand you have some uniformed personnel from the Yankee land.
There they are.
What do they know about marching? Nothing. The Royal Air Force knows everything. Right, pay attention, you lot. You see them? You know what they are? Them stripes. 2 of them. I am a corporal. Now get this and get this straight. My name is Marsh. Got it? Marsh. B-A-S-T-A-R-D, Marsh. Now then, straighten yourselves up. I shall certainly straighten you lot out. You're a funny-looking fella. No, you're not. You're a waff. What are you doing in the lineup? Oh, look at all them medals. Look at that braid. I'm terribly sorry, Sergeant. I never pull rank. I'm terribly sorry, sir. A very, very smart outfit, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Who else but Tony Selby? Thank you, Tony Selby, for coming in to see us. All right, over we go. I'll murder you all. Now, will you come here? Now, you are 2 and you are 3. You understand? Now, will you put your hat on first? That's right. Now, it perhaps be nicer with a veil. And 3. You're 3. So you must listen to what Sergeant, how's your father says.
By the ripple. Ain't her. No, thank you, number 3. Thank you. By the ripple. About hey. Number 2. Number 2. Thank you, number 2. Are these sidestep? Her. To the rib, huh. To the rib, huh. To the wind, huh. To the rib, huh.
OK. Here we are. OK, Amanda. How'd you come? Come on, Michael. There we are, over here. You stand there. Now, remember, Amanda, you are number 2, and you're number 3, Michael. You know, because he'll...
Battle Ripple. Ain't huh. Battle Ripple. About hate. On the side step, huh. Forward, huh. To the red, huh. To the red, huh. To the red, huh. What about our contestants here, Vera and Brian?
Very good, very good.
I thought they were very good, you know.
17, easily.
17, that's fine, 17. And for Michael and Amanda?
I would have to give them 16.
16. Well, thank you for being here, Chief Master Sergeant Stats. And the Chicks Hands Drill Team, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much. OK. Now, Isla.
What?
Sir? you mean we're going to do this? We're going to do it together?
Yep, that's
OK.
it.
Well, OK.
I can't wait to see you in this.
Did you ever see Lou Ayres in All Quiet on the Western Front? OK, we'll do it.
OK, let's do it.
Battle Ripple!
Just a minute. Just a moment. Just a moment. There is no need to shout. Speak. Tell him what I'm like.
You can't take being shouted at.
No, you mustn't shout. She'll tell
very
you.
Gentle
I'm a very
person.
gentle man.
Yes.
Shut your mouth. I'm a very gentle. I will do anything you ask if you ask me properly. But if you start shouting and bawling, I will not do a thing. She tells you. Tell him.
That's right. You won't do it. I know.
Please,
Try it.
Airman Grayson, buy the Ripple, please.
Yeah, all right. Don't forget to write. You can go back there now, Flash. By the Ripple.
By the Ripple! Come! Airman Grayson, join us, please. Put your hands on your side, please. Oh.
Well, you said it. You said put your hand on your side, and I did it, didn't I?
Forward! Huh! To the left! Huh!
Look here. You're confusing us all. All this shouting and bawling. We don't...
Right, ho!
Sergeant Clasper and the Chick's Hands drill team. All right?
Right, hey! Forward!
All right, Isle. What are the scores on the doors?
The names of the play: Vera and Brian with 17 points, and Michael and Amanda with 16 points.
Well, we're very sorry to see you go, Michael and Amanda, and we've enjoyed being with us, and I know you have, because you've seen your... Yeah, because you've seen Peter down there, Pebble Mill, with all the All Creatures Great and Small crew. And what have you got there, Isla?
A set of heated rollers and a very nice cine camera with a zoom lens, and, of course, the Generation Game doors. How's that?
Well, congratulations, and here's your big moment, Vera and Brian, and it's the best of three. So you have to be very quick, and away we go. First question is, what is the capital of Spain?
Madrid.
Right. Number two, what was the name of Nelson's flagship at Trafalgar?
Victory.
Right. You're in. And so, what have we got for Vera to take home with her?
A portable television set, and, of course, the Generation Game door.
Bye, Vera. Bye. And, Brian, here we go to my room with a loot. And away we go, right? All right, Brian, everything you see go by there on the belt are yours, if you remember them all in 45 seconds, and we start now.
And on Larry's conveyor belt tonight, a heated trolley, food hamper, an automatic tea maker, several bottles of sherry, an infrared grill, a cuddly dog, a food mixer, a copper whistling kettle, an electric fire, 3 leather bottles, a clock radio, a spice rack, a sun lamp, bathroom scales and bath crystals, a selection of cookery books from around the world, 6 French wines in a wine rack, a tea set with tea, a car vacuum cleaner,
all right, Brian. There you go. Woo. Now, Brian, remember as much as you can, the next 45 seconds. The 45 seconds starts now.
Grill, hostess trolley, bottles of wine, leather bottles, bathroom scales,
yes, bathroom scales,
cuddly toy, kettle, copper kettle,
the radio,
the clock radio,
the grill,
the grill, facial sauna, tea maker, food mixer, cookery books, recipe books,
the wines,
bottles of wines, a car vacuum cleaner, hamper, food hamper, clock radio, cuddly toy, spice rack.
Goodbye, God bless. See you next week, same time. Ta-ra. I love you very much.